Every building, every ship, every resource that we have in this park is waiting to have its story told. And we have a lot of visitors who come here to the national parks wanting to hear those stories, wanting to know what meaning, why is this here? And as interpreters, it's our job to help to tell those stories so that visitors can form some sort of connection and perhaps find their own meaning in the resources that we have here. And in that way, maybe they'll want to preserve it for the future generations.
What I try to do here at Lowell National Historical Park is give each visitor that I talk to a sense of ownership of the resource. The National Park Service is the steward of these resources, and everybody that comes to this park should feel a sense of pride and ownership that Lowell National Historical Park is part of the national park system. One of the things that I read when I first came into the service was a quote by Stephen Mather, who said, "A man from Florida or Massachusetts has as much right to Yellowstone or the Grand Canyon as somebody from Wyoming or Arizona." And I kind of use that as a guiding philosophy when I talk to groups.
One of the first questions I ask myself before I begin each day as a frontline interpreter is, which hat am I going to wear? Ranger hat, mob cap, tricorn? Here at Minuteman, I believe the most important function of an interpretive ranger is to connect with the people, to bridge them to the past through images. Images who are people, colonists, who have a story to tell. Yes, I'm looking pretty funny to most people, but this costume represents the people and images back in 1775. It attracts the visitor.
I talk about the people that were involved so that they see, that it wasn't just, something built after the fact, that a struggle went on here. I try to tell them the story behind the struggle so that when they leave here, they remember. I learn more of the history to myself. For myself, it seems personal, and then I make it personal to the visitors. And that's like what, that motivates me to try to reach them the best way I can. The little ones, they want to, they want hands-on, pique an interest so that they want to learn more. That's something else I want to do. I want them to learn more about the site and then more about the history behind it.